Buenas noches, colegas. Vamos a dar inicio a nuestro taller gratuito de los domingos. Estamos docentes de inglés que nos interesa siempre estar actualizando nuestros conocimientos en el análisis de las casuísticas y de algunos conceptos generales de nuestra especialidad. Como ya saben, mi canal se llama Hello You Channel. Están todos invitados a poder suscribirse a mi canal y también ser partes, ser miembros de mi canal. Es fácil llegar a mi canal. Entran, por ejemplo, a YouTube, escriben Hello You Channel, así, Hello You junto. Y obviamente ahí les va a salir los videos de cómo empezó mi canal. Mi canal empezó con videos de diferentes temas, ¿no? Me gusta mucho la numismática, hacía para clases de inglés, también para asesoramiento a los profesores, cosas hablando del Perú, y también tenía un espacio para el análisis de las casuísticas. Desde entonces están todos invitados a suscribirse al canal. Entonces, cuando ustedes ponen aquí Hello You Channel, les va a salir aquí mi rostro, hacen clic aquí en el canal y en la parte que dice podcast, colegas, ahí, especialmente ahí, es un espacio para ustedes, un espacio para analizar un montón de casuísticas de nuestra especialidad, también algunos conceptos generales de nuestra especialidad, aquí donde dice podcast. Una vez que ustedes, bueno, si han podido suscribirse a mi canal, van a tener acceso a todos esos videos, pero hay otros videos para los miembros. Miren, una vez que ustedes ingresan a podcast, ahí les va a salir todos los videos de nuestra especialidad. Pero una vez que ustedes son miembros, hay videos excepcionales, especiales de talleres anteriores. Hoy en día está en curso, por ejemplo, un taller con los docentes de ascenso que tiene la duración de 8 semanas, 2 horas cada sábado. Y se analizan muchas casuísticas de nuestra especialidad y aquí también pueden obtener esa información. Como pueden ver, hay un montón de casuísticas de nuestra especialidad. Talleres anteriores de 1 hora, 2 horas, como pueden observar aquí, 3 horas, analizando muchas casuísticas. Yo estoy seguro que con el costo de solo 4 soles al mes, la suscripción, la membresía solo cuesta 4 soles al mes, colegas, y tienen acceso a todo ese material. Bastante recomendable, colegas. Pueden analizar un día 1 hora, otro día 2 horas y así tienen más de 24 horas analizando solo casuísticas de nuestra especialidad. También los colegas que están interesados en ser parte de mis grupos privados de inglés, ¿no? Y tienen acceso también a estos talleres gratuitos, pueden escribir en los comentarios y estaremos en comunicación con ustedes. Perfecto, colegas. Entonces, ahora sí pasamos al análisis de las casuísticas. A ver, vamos aquí. Vamos a compartir la pantalla. Como ustedes ya saben, if you have any donation for the channel, it will be great, my dear colleagues. Night, let's start. We are here, English teachers. My name is Emmanuel. Here you have the QR for any donation. It will be great, as I said before. We are here, English teachers, to analyze some cases in English and review some general concepts. Please, if you have any question, any doubt, please, I want you to feel comfortable with the language and you can write in the chat box. Nice, Madrid College. You know the dynamic. We first of all read the case in English, then you have a couple of minutes to analyze it individually, and then we will analyze it together. Of course, explaining some general concepts. Here we go. Rocio wants her students to develop their declarative knowledge through a reading activity about global warming. Taking her purpose into account, what is the most suitable activity to carry out? Letter A. The teacher provides her students with a scientific report on global warming. She asks them to list 5 causes and 5 effects mentioned in the text and explain them using technical terms found in the article. Letter B. The teacher gives her students an opinion article about climate change. She asks them to compare it with their own belief and discuss how their lifestyle could be affected by it. Letter C. The teacher asks her students to read a story about a teenager fighting for environmental justice. Afterward, she asks them to write a short diary entry from the character's perspective. You know, first of all, our strategy to get to the final answer is to dismiss one option. That's our strategy. And we have the beautiful question here. If you had to dismiss one alternative, what would it be? Yes, we have that beautiful question. And if we follow that strategy, it will be easier for us to get to the final answer. Due to the fact we have the 50% of the case in our hands. Okay. Another strategy, my dear colleagues, is to identify other keywords. Well, in this case, it's clear that the keyword is declarative knowledge. And if we mention declarative knowledge, we have to remember procedural knowledge as well. Yes, procedural knowledge as well. Yes, keep that in mind, my colleagues. Perhaps we can find one alternative that is related to the procedural knowledge. And with that in mind, we can dismiss that option. Now, don't worry about the definition, I will explain it. First of all, you have a couple of minutes to analyze it individually. Then we will analyze it together. Okay, go ahead, please. You can start. Okay, my dear colleagues. I think we are ready to analyze it together. Of course, in our private WhatsApp group, a colleague asked if we can share the link uh, to a different platform, for example, Facebook. Yeah, you can share. Please to other English teachers, my dear colleagues. We are here to practice and remember my motto, my phrase, practice makes perfect, and we are here to practice. Okay, nice. Now, first of all, my dear colleagues, write in the chat box your dismissing option. Please, everybody writes in the chat box your dismissing option, A, B, or C. If you had to dismiss one alternative, what would it be? A, B, or C, please. Write in the chat box, colleagues. You are here. What comes to your mind when we say that you have to dismiss one option? Okay, thank you very much, colleague Jonathan. What about the rest? What do you say? Colleague Mercedes, yes. Thank you very much, colleagues. You are right. Definitely, I agree with you that we have to dismiss letter C. Nice. Congratulations. For future cases, it is important to recognize the skill as well. For example, here through a reading activity. Yeah, for future cases, perhaps, here it is one case. If you see that we take time of our lesson of the process that we want to improve here, the skill with our students, here we have writing, and perhaps it is far of the teacher's aim. Yes? So it is okay to work. I'm not saying that it is impossible to work with our students, but with that clue, it can help us, get to the final answer. So we dismiss letter C. Yes, I agree with you. Just with that characteristic, yes. But now let's remember what is declarative and procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge, as you can see here, the name, it means the process. Let's imagine that your students are familiar with the verb to be. We are working with the verb to be. They know what is the correct verb to be for a specific personal pronoun, and they know how to make some affirmative and negative sentences. The structure, the grammar. They are familiar. But now I want them to put that knowledge into practice. Yes? So that is procedural knowledge. They have the competence to manage the language in a different context, in a real context. They can create their own sentences, their own dialogue. That is procedural knowledge, colleagues. That is, we can say, high cognitive demand with the concept. Yes. On the other hand, here the case, first of all, is asking for declarative knowledge. And declarative knowledge, it is just general concepts, facts. Okay? Yes, they are familiar, they know the grammar, they know the structure, they identify the activity, the vocabulary, the information, phrases, etc. They just identify. It is something very basic, it is okay. But if you want to work now with more cognitive demand, definitely in that case, they will produce that knowledge. So in that case, is procedural knowledge. Yes? So she asked them to write a short dialogue. They will create something. So we can say that that's a different knowledge we can say here. Yes. So in that case, letter C is procedural knowledge. We have a product. They will manage the language. We dismiss letter C. Now, please, everybody writes in the chat box your dismissing option. What is your dismissing option, colleagues? Sorry. What is your final answer here? Well, we have already dismissed one option. I'm so sorry. Now, tell me, what is your final answer? Your best option, A or B? Please, write in the chat box, please. Everybody writes in the chat box your final answer. Letter A or letter B? Yes, thank you very much, colleague Joel. What about the rest? What do you say, colleagues? A or B? Mm-hmm. Yes. Nice. Congratulations, colleagues. Yeah, definitely here. The final answer is letter A. Yes. Let's analyze it together in a deep way. Remember, we can find some words inside the alternative, within the alternative, that obviously is close to the teacher's aim. What about letter B? The teacher gives her students an opinion article, okay, about climate change. Yeah, until here is perfect. She asked them to compare it with their own beliefs and discuss how their lifestyle could be affected by it. So we can say that here they develop their critical thinking. Yeah, they try to give reasons. Yeah, that's perfect. But remember, declarative is something literally specific information to find information literally. Yes, that's the idea. And letter B, if we change a little bit here the case for critical thinking, for example, or the reflection part, yes, to reflect about the topic, yes, could be letter B for a different context. Now, for that reason, the final answer is letter A. The teacher provides her students with a scientific report. Okay, okay. She asks them to list, yes, five causes and five effects. Obviously, they will find that information inside the activity. Yeah, so remember, what is the definition about declarative knowledge? Just to recognize, identify facts. Mhm. Well, we can say that it's similar just to scanning activity. Yeah, similar colleagues. Yeah. With that in mind, obviously, final answer is letter A. Tell me, my dear colleagues, is it clear now? Please write in the chat box, my dear colleagues. Is it clear now? What do you say? Mm-hmm. Let me write it here. Is it clear now? Do you have any question in the my dear colleagues? Yes, congratulations. Remember, try to follow the strategies. On the other hand, we can say that letter B or letter C, teacher, but in letter B, we can find that there is high cognitive demand. Yes, that's true, but it is not the teacher's aim. Remember, we have to be objective with the case. Nice. Are you ready, my dear colleagues, for the following case? What do you say? Please. Mhm. What do you say, colleagues? Are you ready for the following case? Remember, we want to give at least on Sundays, yeah, once on Sundays to analyze in some cases regarding our mayor. That's the idea. Update our knowledge and keep practicing with this kind of exercise and with this kind of cases. Yes, as I said before, please try to subscribe to my channel, Hello You channel. And if you can get the membership with just 4 soles per month, and you will be entered, you will be see a lot of videos from some previous workshops and so many hours analyzing some cases in English. And of course, here you have the QR, the QR, if any donation is there, will be great. Nice. Let's continue with the colleagues with case number 6. Well, in that slide, let's read it together. Rocio wants to strengthen her learners' textual analysis by emphasizing their ability to discern central themes and extract precise information. What is the best activity to carry out regarding the teacher's aim? Letter A. Learners receive a text segmented into several parts. Each group is assigned one section to interpret and paraphrase. Later, they reconstruct the text collaboratively by summarizing each part in sequence, aiming for comprehensive understanding. Letter B. Students are tasked with locating the thesis statement in each paragraph and distinguishing it from supporting evidence. Once completed, they compare their annotations with peers to confirm accuracy and clarity. C. She provides students with a brief article and instructs them to identify the overarching theme swiftly. Later, they review the passage to pinpoint and annotate specific data such as figures, locations, or key names, followed by a group discussion. The same dynamic you know with your colleagues, you have a couple of minutes to analyze it individually. Then we will analyze it together. And remember, the same dynamic, the same strategy, I will ask you for your dismissing option. Let me see if I can find here. Yes, I have to write it, I guess. If you had to dismiss one option, one alternative, what would it be? Yes. Okay. Remember, that strategy will be really helpful during your exam. Go ahead, you can start. Okay, my dear colleagues, let's analyze it together. First of all, please write in the chat box your dismissing option. If you have to dismiss one alternative, what would it be? Try to follow that strategy, my dear colleagues. I, yes, I recommend that. Yeah, with that strategy, it will be easier for you to get to the final answer. Please. Thank you very much, colleague Andrea. Tell me, what about the rest? If you had to dismiss one alternative, what would it be? Mhm. You know, for future cases, sometimes the verbs can give us clues, yes? Sometimes, for example, learners receive, students are tasked, she provides, they review, they compare, they reconstruct, and so on. Yes? So, let's analyze it together. Mhm. Yes, I agree with you, my dear colleagues, that we have to dismiss letter B. Yes, I agree with you. Why? Let's read it together. Um, what comes to your mind when we say emphasizing their ability to discern central themes? That's one idea. And extract precise information. If we want to remember, for example, some sub skills for reading, okay, my dear colleagues, what comes to your mind? Please write in the chat box what what is the name or a specific sub skill for reading take into consideration ability to discern central themes and extract precise information. For example, let me make a comparison here for the first one. Emphasizing their ability to discern central themes yeah, could be in a different context for listening for gist, for example. Yes? Yeah. But now I'm asking for reading. What comes to your mind with those ideas? That idea and that idea. An idea, colleagues? Please write in the chat box. So it's our responsibility to identify some synonyms and to underline, identify some keywords, extra keywords, even they are not the words in bold, yes, or underlined. It's our responsibility to identify. Yes, colleagues, tell me about the sub skills for reading, colleagues. Yeah, colleagues, definitely they are skimming and scanning. Yes. For the first idea we have, let me write it here, skimming. And for the second idea here, the second sentence, scanning. Yes. Did you agree, colleagues? What do you say? Is it clear now? Yes. Okay. It's really important to identify just synonyms, colleagues. Now, with that in mind, it will be easier for you. Tell me, dear colleagues, what is your final answer? What is your final answer? A or C? A or C, please. A or C. What about the rest? Aha. Excellent, colleagues. Congratulations. You are amazing. You are astonishing. Great. Definitely, for example, we can say teacher, but letter A is really interesting because they have to interpret, could be related to that. Okay, yeah, that's right. But the case is not asking for paraphrasing, for example, or summarizing. It is okay, yeah, it is okay, but it is a different sub skill or it's a different learning process to develop with our students. Yeah, it is okay, but the case is not asking for that. Yes. Yeah, it's taking time for a different sub skill or for different abilities, skills. Yeah, with our teaching process and with our students' learning process. Yes, for that reason, we have to dismiss letter C as well. Final answer, letter C. So identify the overarching theme. It is a synonym, as I said before, for global understanding, global information, overarching theme. Swiftly. What is swiftly in that case? Perhaps it is a new word. It means quickly. Yeah, quickly, colleagues. It is perfect for skimming. And what about the second sentence? Yeah, definitely. We find information literally. It is related to scanning. Yeah, some specific information. Congratulations, colleagues. For that reason, the final answer here is letter C. Do you agree, colleagues? What do you say? Do you agree? Let me write it here in the chat box or here. Did you agree, colleagues? Was it easy? Was it difficult? What do you say? Interesting? Aha. Okay, my dear colleagues. Thank you very much. Yeah, really interesting. Thank you very much, my dear colleagues, for your participation. That's it for today, and see ya next Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any donation for my channel, that will be great. And please try to get the membership as well to get some some interesting videos analyzing a lot of cases in English. That's it for today, my dear colleagues, and see ya next Saturday. Sorry, next Sunday. Bye bye. Take care.